Hello, and welcome to the third video about remapping buttons on Atem Mini. In this one, I'm going to talk about scenes. I did demo that in the first video, but in this one, I'm using wide lens so that you can actually see the buttons here. So right now we are in scene number 4 because 4 is green. And as I said, I can use these buttons for navigating through the slides. So next. And it says just that it's slide number 4, scene number 4. Then next slide, black means next. Next slide still means previous. So I can go back and forth, etc. And then if I want to switch to scene number 3, you see green means I'm in scene number 3. There is nothing here. And then I can go to scene number 2, which is me with this code that I will actually be explaining in a second. And I'm going to also show you that one has 2 versions. One is with me zoomed in a bit. The other is actually just the desktop, which currently is irrelevant. Okay, so let's go here. Now I will explain what happens when I transition from scene number 2 to scene number 1. Okay, so basically, if new source is 1, and if key is on, that means key in the scene number 1, which means I'm zoomed in. And that's exactly how I left it, so this is true at the moment. So what will happen? It will set the DVE key, which is picture in picture, to slightly zoomed in and offset a little bit so that I would be more towards the center. And then what's going to do if the downswing here is on, which right now it isn't, it's only when I'm in 4. It would switch it off. It would switch on, it would say that with the next cut, it should be switched off. Then also the picture in picture will be switched on, because this is true, in the next cut. And then it will actually do the cut. And in order to turn because if I just press cut now, this will become red and this will become green, and that's not what I want. I want actually green here to be, green to be off, because both preview and scene is 1. Program and scene are 1. So this is what actually corrects this. And it will also switch to my workspace 0, which is irrelevant in this case, but if I just choose to turn myself off here at some point, then it will be on the right workspace. So let's do that. Off and back on. Okay. Now, when I'm returning from scene number 2 to scene number 1, the part of the code, there's quite a lot of it. I'm not going through all of it. It's what happens is here. So, from 1 to 2, and here it looks if the upstream key is on when I'm on 1, because it's always on when it's on 2. And yes, it will be. So that's it. And then it asks, okay, so new source is 2. That's fine. It will first switch to workspace 1, which is this one. And then it will say, okay, just increase the rate of the DV command to 6 frames, because I want this quickly, and resize, camera from, just me at the side, to from full, which is where it is right now, to me being on the side. Okay, so now that I've explained it, have a look. So this is me. And then it will just kind of move me to the side and, you know, switch instead of this background, which is just empty background now, it will switch to my other workspace where I have the code. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video about voice over and, you know, lowering the other channel based on if microphone is active or not, if I'm speaking or not, so the background music can go up and down in a controlled fashion. That's the next video. For today, goodbye.